Hello, and welcome to Ranking of Saturn, episode 39. Today is a very special day. Today we are playing at least one extremely good game. And two others that are less good. But before we begin, I'm going to pour myself a drink in preparation for today. I bought this at the shop a couple days ago because I was intrigued by it. It is I don't know how well this is going to play on camera because the bottle is mostly green. Jinro green grape flavored soju. And if you don't know what soju is, it is apparently the Korean version of rice wine. This tiny bottle, well, I say tiny, like medium-sized bottle is like 13%. So this is quite potent. I'm unsure whether or not I should mix this because it has been described as being of a similar potency to neat vodka. So I may need to mix this with something. Let me just test this. Oh. It claims to be grape flavored, but I've never eaten a grape that tastes like that. This, hang on. Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, that tastes like medicine. I've downed cough medicine that tastes better than that. And it wasn't particularly nice tasting cough medicine either. I'm going to water this down with my backup drink here, which is just standard Don Simmons lemon and raspberry. For some reason, lemon and raspberry has been depicted here as blue. Interesting colour choice. I'm just going to... That's more acceptable. I'm going to pour about a quarter of the bottle, a little bit over a quarter. I'm going to top the rest of this glass up with lemon and raspberry. Oh. I had hoped that because it said grape flavored on the bottle that it might be like, I don't know, it might be acceptable to drink, well, sip slowly by itself, but absolutely not. That is disgusting. I'm definitely going to mix that. Absolutely. Anyway. I've just got a little bit down me. Damn it. Here we go. Excellent. Now let's play a game which requires a high degree of precision and coordination while we're downing hard alcohol. Always a good mix. Okay, the first game we are going to play today is a little game from Capcom. It is a 2D fighting game from Capcom, and it is one of the best fighting games on the platform, and it is Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge. Now, before we turn the game on, I want to talk a little bit about a problem with the European version of this game. My copy still has... I think this copy originated from France. because there's a French retail sticker on the front of the box. So I'm assuming that's where this originated. So Nights into Dreams comes in the standard European case, nice and thin. It's about the same width as a DVD case, maybe a tiny little bit thicker than a DVD case. And it comes with, I think, the thickest manual out of any European game. The entire European game catalogue. This game has the thickest manual. Look at this. This is a book. They straight up give you a book with this game, because I think this is basically, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 languages. So what is that? This manual has, if we don't include the cover pages, 142 pages. 142 pages for a fucking fighting game manual, because it has to squeeze in 5 different languages. And so you end up with a manual that is extremely thick, and this is a problem because the manual is so thick that if you leave it in the case for a long enough period of time with the disc, it will actually damage the disc. This is the second copy of Night Warriors I've had to buy. My original copy of Night Warriors, because of the sheer amount of pressure being exerted on the game disc by the manual, it over time developed a hairline crack, which expanded and kept expanding and kept expanding until it reached the edge of the disc. And so basically what I had was a game disc, but there was basically a big fracture from the center of the disc all the way to the edge, and it was deep enough that you could actually separate the two halves of the crack and move them about. And weirdly enough, the game would still work sometimes. The crack wasn't so severe that it would actually prevent the game from at least partially functioning, but it wasn't great. There were obviously like problems. You know, there would be weird hitches. Certain music tracks wouldn't load correctly. You know, sometimes the game would crash because the console would fail to read the disc. But obviously, it was a version it would no longer work for me correctly. So I had to track down another copy that thankfully was also in quite. It was also in good condition. However, this disc is not unscathed. I believe this disc was kept in storage for quite some time with the manual in the case. So as a result, it is barely perceptible. But there is a very gentle, trying to find it, a very gentle curve in the disc. There is a very gentle bend in the disc. That means that it's a very specific thing, but the back of the CD drive in the Sega Saturn has a very shallow shelf towards the back. That is normally not a problem, but however, the bend in the disc is just enough that as the disc spins, it grazes this shelf. And so as the disc is spinning, it creates a very audible ticking noise as the disc spins and then hits the shelf every time it goes round. This has the knock-on effect of causing a very slight speed oscillation in the rotation of the disc, which can at times depending on how the console is feeling that day, prevent the game from loading. So we are going to try a couple of times to load this game, and I had it working earlier. I had it working yesterday, but will it work when the camera is on? That's the question. We're going to find out. We're going to try at least a couple of times, but if by the second or third attempt the disc refuses to boot the game, we're just going to straight up run this game off a Saru cartridge. Fuck it. I would like us to play off a real copy, but oh well, needs must. I will say that once the game has actually booted, there's no problems at all. The game loads just fine. It's just for whatever reason that slight speed oscillation in the disc is triggering or failing to trigger whatever detection happens in the Sega Saturn software recognition routine. So we will see. We will see. Let me just close that and bring up... Oop, I've accidentally hit... Get away. There we go. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, okay. First attempt, maybe. Fingers crossed. I'm wondering or not whether the ticking of the disc spinning and hitting the plastic shelf in the drive is loud enough to get past the noise gate on my microphone. And so far, I don't think it has. To me, it sounds very loud, but it must be just under the noise gate threshold, which is good, because that would be maddening for you to be constantly hearing this continuous ticking. Yes. Miss. Night Warriors, Darkstalker's Revenge, or Darkstalkers 2 for short. This franchise is known as Vampire in Japan, so the original game was just called Vampire. The second game is called Vampire Hunter, of which I have a copy right here. And the third game, and most revered game in the franchise, is Vampire Savior. Oh, I've accidentally... took too long and now I've triggered the rolling demo. Yeah. This game is maybe, I think, of the Western catalogue. The Western catalogue, not including any Japanese exclusive games. Perhaps the most visually stunning 2D fighting game Capcom put out. It is also one of the more complicated ones, and I am not great at it. Here's the thing. I would class myself as competent at Street Fighter. I am Street Fighter competent. I am slightly better than functional at non-versus Marvel games. I am borderline functional at Darkstalkers games. These games have these games are very strange and bizarre in terms of like their characters and character abilities and the button inputs for those character abilities and how you pull off special moves. The characters are so different and unique and wild and interestingly designed that as a result, some of them have very strange, hard to remember move lists, and I never quite got very good at this game. All right, let's get up. Okay. So, do not expect high-level play. Although I'm pretty sure most of you already know that. Let's go with Turbo. This game's pretty slow on normal. I don't know, I can't remember if this character select screen has a hidden timer. I don't think it does. I hate character select screens with timers. So you kind of just want to check out the characters. So, okay, going through the characters, we have Dimitri, who I would say is probably the easiest character to learn for new players. I think out of all the characters, his move list is the easiest to understand. We're just going to go ahead and call him the Ryu of Darkstalkers. John Talbane, who's pretty fun. He's all like, his moveset is all dash based, so a lot of his moves are like he'll dash across the screen, and that's pretty fun. Victor is the grappler of the game. Hyson Ko, or Lele as she were called in the original, I don't know why they changed her name, is an interesting one. She's super fun. Lord Raptor is or as he was called, Zabal, I think, in the Japanese original. He's fun. I think I enjoy playing as him. A lot of his moves are kick and aerial based. There's the Goon Queen herself, Morrigan, the character who is so popular she has outlived the franchise that brought her into being. I'm not very good at playing as Morrigan. Her character is like, I don't know, she's not super, she's not super complicated, but she's not particularly easy either. I fucking suck at, I can't even see his name, Anakaris? Pyron's great fun. Huitzel, I don't like playing as. Sasquatch, I don't like playing as. Donovan, I don't like playing as. Rikio, I don't like playing as. Bishamon is fun sometimes. I think because he's the only character in the game who's like wielding a weapon. I mean, a traditional weapon. Hyson Ko is wielding lots of weapons, but you don't see them. Felicia is another example of a character that has outlived the franchise that she's from because, I don't know, people like her character design so much. But she's also kind of weirdly complicated. Her move list is like a mixture of dashing and grapples, which is fun. Let's just go with Donovan for now. Normal. Okay. I played a little bit of this earlier today and yesterday in an attempt to hopefully not completely embarrass myself. Oh, that's right, he's also got a shadow step. He's got a Kuma's shadow step. Okay, he's got a... Damn it. She interrupted my super. That was not cool. Fuck. Ah, what a great start. I have this game set on currently the lowest, the second to lowest difficulty setting, and it's already starting great. Ugh. Come on now, why is it not doing it? Bitch. Take it. I just wasted my super, cool. Oh my god, this is really annoying. Do I have to put the difficulty all the way down to the bottom? I might have to. Jesus Christ. I'm going to say the AI in this game is not as annoying as X-Men Children of the Atom, but it's still pretty annoying. Street Fighter, this is not. Let's try one more time. If I lose again, I'll put the difficulty down. Oh, they're just going to straight up. Let's try Zabal. Okay. Zabal is typically my go-to character. Typically. So I might have a better chance with him. Oh, here we go. Get dunked. Zabal has an incredibly long-range heavy punch, which is quite useful in some cases. Oh my god, don't you dare. Oh, you bitch. Fuck me. I did okay at this game earlier, and now it's going to do the thing where it's like, haha, the camera's on, bitch, fuck you, you're going to lose a bunch. And you're going to walk straight past it, cool. That super's hard to land because you basically have to rely on the character standing still for a couple of seconds. There we go. Nope, it's so easy to dodge that super. It's like, hey, just stand still for a second, will you? I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright, who we got next? So yeah, this game is like, it's super colourful, and the animations are really detailed. It's like all the characters have really, really high, like a really high number of animation frames per character. This game is gorgeous from like a 2D pixel art and animation perspective. It's really like, it's really something to look at. Oh, somehow that missed him. Cool. I went in for a grab, but no, it was he who grabbed me. But it's not enough. He's got that. Oh, he's got a fucking ice laser. No. He has to be dead in the center of that thing for it to grab him. Which, why I think Zabal is maybe one of the most interesting looking supers in the game, but also maybe one of the tactically the most useless, because it's so easy to dodge. Like that, again, like even if the character is in not like the right frame of animation, it still doesn't grab him. It's like, it's so dependent on like position and like, are they completely out of their recovery frames yet, or are they, you know... Couldn't jump over that because it takes too long. Got him. Okay, now it's the werewolf. So we fought a cat girl, we fought a Sasquatch, now we're fighting a werewolf. Easy win. Okay. For some reason Felicia was like the hardest one I fought. Like why was the first opponent so difficult? Nope, still wasn't. What a borderline worthless super Zabal has. It's so easy to like dodge it. Got him. Yeah, on these lower difficulty settings, sometimes the AI will just stand there for a couple of seconds and let you land that super, which is nice. I think Heisenko, I presume that's how you're meant to pronounce that name. I don't know. We'll just go with it. I think she might actually be the best character in the game from like a move variety standpoint, because some of the shit she does is incredible. Okay, finally. She's got projectiles, she's got grabs, she's got reflect attacks, she's got screen filling, like aerial attacks like that. It's I think from a sheer variety of what she can do, she might be the most versatile character in the game. Nope. Shit. I was gonna grab her. Okay. I was getting a little bit worried there. Get up. Oh. Her aerial attack overrides mine. Ha! Mine landed first. Take it. I like Heisenko's character design because she, a lot of people aren't 100% clear what she's meant to be. Some people have kind of realized that, oh, she's some kind of ghost or something. But no, she's a very specific kind of ghost. She's what's known as a Chinese hopping vampire ghost, which is a really unique thing in Chinese mythology. It's literally, I guess it's a combination of a ghost, a vampire, and a zombie. So it's a ghost that inhabits a dead body, hence the zombie part, but then while in control of that dead body, seeks out human blood, hence the vampire part, but they can only travel around by hopping. Like literally they will stand and they will just jump with both feet instead of just walking. It's a very strange monster. They're very fun to like look up and learn about. So I think it's really interesting that they are a combination of 3 different monsters in one. Nope. Again, she was not quite out of her recovery animation for that to land. Oh dear. Yeah, Chinese hopping vampire ghosts are a thing, apparently. Now we got I think one of the more annoying characters in the game, Anakaris. Shit. Nope. Why did I think that would work? Okay. We'll just footsie him to death. It's fine. I should know better than to keep trying to land that super, but it looks so cool when I land it that I'm willing to take the risk. Oh shit. Yeah, that's an annoying one. Can you stop now, please? Got him. That's it, just stand there. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Ooh, the ticking suddenly got really loud for a second there. I guess the loudness of the ticking must depend on how fast the disc is spinning. That's weird. It got really loud there. Shit. Okay. Footsies, got him. I think I interrupted his super with a light kick, but okay, I'll take it. Whoops. Oh, fuck you. He's standing right there. Sorry if he wasn't standing dead center. Death by footsie. Never underestimate the light kick. That's what I've learnt. 2 or 3 short light kicks in a row can really ruin a guy's day. I really like the backgrounds in this game. They're so like detailed and interesting, and there's usually a ton of extra stuff going on in the background that if you're seeing it for the first time can really distract you from the fight, because you're like, oh, look at that cool thing back there, and I'm dead. And I'm dead. Okay. Just gonna do uppercut after uppercut after uppercut, are you? That's it. Okay. It's about time I lost a round. I'm going to turn the game down slightly because I think it might be loud, so I'm going to turn it down to -3. It's currently at -1, and I want to make sure that I'm not being drowned out by the game. Ugh. Oh, she's just gonna fucking spam projectiles now, is she? Cool. Oh, she won. Alright, does this mean we should change character again? Maybe it does. Who should we use? Shall we go with... Oh, did I pick normal? Shit. Oh well, let's go with Pyron. I meant to pick Turbo. This fight might be a little bit slow. Pyron's fun. He's got some big, dumb, flashy attacks. Pyron is... He's a fire elemental that's also an alien. He's interesting. So what's interesting about Pyron's projectile is that the button you press doesn't dictate how much damage it does, it changes its trajectory. Oh, her projectile overrules mine, apparently. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Get to see Morrigan's super. With fireworks. Oh, is Morrigan going to be really annoying? Cheers. Again. Weird. It's weird what determines what projectile overrules what projectile. Haven't quite figured that out yet. Like, they don't just cancel each other out. They will, depending on situations that I am not entirely sure of, they will overpower each other. And it's like, okay. Wish the game was more transparent about that, but... Turbo. Let's try a Bishamon, who is a demon samurai. I feel like this is a design you see not super often, but often enough that you notice it, where like a samurai character in a game or an anime or something will have a big piece of like chest armor, and like the chest armor itself is like not just shaped like a face, but is a face. I feel like that's something I've seen half a dozen times elsewhere in other media, and I'm trying to think of what the trope is, because I'm sure this is like a trope that's based on like a piece of like, I don't know, like Japanese folklore or something. I just wish I knew what the origin of it was, because I think it's really cool. I like that he doesn't have kicks. He doesn't kick. If you hit the kick buttons, he just does low sword attacks. Okay. Cool. Ugh. Oh my god, would you fuck off? Okay, finally, Jesus Christ. Not super familiar with Bishamon's move list, but we'll make do. He doesn't seem to have an uppercut. You'd think a guy with a sword would have like an uppercut. Oh, he does have a kick. It's actually his light punch while holding back. Oh, fuck. There we go. Oh well. We'll try once more with another character, and when we game over from that, we'll stop playing. Oh dear. Let's give Victor a go. What is Victor's move list? Find it in time. It's gonna be the last one. No, here it is. Okay, so it's like, yeah, no. Okay. Worth it. Oh, shit. Take it. There we go. There we go. Who's next? Who's left, really? Donovan. Donovan is a monk who is half human, half vampire. Oh, damn it. Okay. So Donovan's whole thing is that he's got a sword that he can operate independently of himself. He can throw it across the screen. He can leave it embedded in the ground for him to summon later. He's got a lot of very interesting sounding moves. They're actually not very interesting, but he's not very interesting to play as, at least for me. Come on. Too busy looking at the sword, I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. Got him. Got him. Not particularly flashy play here, just relying on fundamentals. I did say I was only borderline competent at this game. Okay, Huitzel. Huitzel is meant to be a 1,000-year-old Mexican robot. Well, he's not actually Mexican. He's just he was buried somewhere in Mexico and was buried there for 1,000 years. But his character design is actually based on like prehistoric pottery found in Japan. It's quite interesting. It's a style of character design that's used in a lot of like Japanese games, especially in the 90s. And it's all based on this like weird like pottery that was made by like prehistoric man in like East Asia. Oh, this guy's gonna be a pain. This guy's gonna be a motherfucker, isn't he? Yep. He's got fucking freeze rays. Stop it. Will you oh my god, this guy. This might be where we end. Got him. Just got to play a little bit more defensively. Rely on counter-attacks. Shit. Damn it. Oh my god, dude. Nope. I think I'm over. It's over. I'm not going to pull this back. It's not possible. Is it a miracle? Can miracles happen? No, miracles cannot happen. I whiffed the last two attacks for some reason and just died. Okay. Sure. I think we're going to call it there. We've seen enough. This game is really fucking good. If, a little on the hard side. But that's fine. Just gorgeous. This game's just got gorgeous style to it. Like, Capcom really, like... I don't know. This game is, like, Capcom's, like, animators, like, really flexing, you know? It's like, hey, we've been making, like, fighting games that are a little bit over the top, but are somewhat grounded, somewhat, because, you know, it's like the characters are, you know, like throwing things like fireballs and stuff like that, but they're all technically humans, so there is a limit on how crazy you can get with the animations. But with the Darkstalkers games, because all the characters are these like crazy, like supernatural, like monsters and ghosts and vampires and shit, like the animation, like artists could really just go all out, just really flex. It's a gorgeous looking game. It's a gorgeous game. And I think perhaps potentially the best looking Capcom 2D fighting game released in the West for the Sega Saturn. Probably not if we're going to include the Japanese catalogue as well, but we're not. But if we're talking about just Europe, this is probably it. Like, this is probably the nicest looking one of these. Anyway, where are we going to put Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge on the list? So, where's it going to go? I'm going to tell you right now, this is a top 10 game. As the list is now, this is a top 10 game. It's better than Shinobi X. This is a better game than Shinobi X. I think this game, as much as I like Exhumed for what it's trying to do and, you know, how ambitious it is, I think it is completely outclassed by Night Warriors. I like Night Warriors Darkstalker's Revenge more than I like Fighting Vipers. But I'm not sure about Story of Thor 2. I don't think this game is as fun to play as X-Men Children of the Atom. X-Men Children of the Atom has a speed and ferocity to it that Night Warriors doesn't quite have. I think on a technical level, Night Warriors is a much better looking game, more colourful game, more stylish game, more, you know, just a much more pleasant game to look at technically and aesthetically than X-Men Children of the Atom. But I think Children of the Atom is still more fun to play. I think that's going to depend more on your preferences, because I think people who are massive Darkstalkers fans are going to say, no, Night Warriors is a better game than Children of the Atom. I fall more on the Marvel fighting game side of that argument. I think the Marvel stuff is like holds up better to the average fighting game fan than Darkstalker stuff. Darkstalkers is just too weird. The move lists are too weird. The characters are too like unusual. Let's see. So it's here, somewhere in the middle of the top 10. I'm going to say I think Night Warriors is a better game than Story of Thor 2. Story of Thor 2 is a great action RPG of the Link to the Past variety. But it's got a lot of rough edges. And I feel like that there are certain aspects of the game that needed a second pass or a third pass. Like, I think the world map design in Story of Thor 2 is like, it's simultaneously both too simple and too complicated. Which is a weird thing to achieve. And I think some of the move list stuff for the different weapons you have, while I think is cool, and I like the fact that the combat in this game is like fighting game inputs. You know, it's to perform certain moves, you're pressing, you know, forward attack, or back forward attack, or, you know, a full 360-degree rotation of the D-pad plus attack to pull off certain moves. I think that's very cool. And those change depending on what weapon you're currently holding. I think how the game hides those moves is a bit mean. So like you could have this incredible like move that you could be pulling off that makes the combat so much easier, but the game is just not choosing to tell you what it is because you haven't found the correct person to talk to, or the correct signpost, or, you know, you haven't found the piece of text in the game that tells you what your own moves are, which is, I think, can be a little frustrating. To the point where I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, if you want to play Story of Thor 2, look up a move list. You will have more fun if you look up a move list instead of relying on figuring out the moves yourself or trying to find where the moves are written down in the world. You know, just look up a move list. You'll have more fun that way. But I do not think I don't think Night Warriors is better than Virtua Fighter 2. No. Virtua Fighter 2 has a Virtua Fighter 2 is almost a perfect video game. It looks great, it runs great, it's very easy to approach. It's very easy to pick up and play, but it's got a very, very high skill ceiling. So you can keep getting better at Virtua Fighter 2 for a really long time before you know, reach some kind of limit on what you're able to achieve in that game. It is a game that is really, the Virtua Fighter games, well, I'm going to say 2 onwards, not 1. 2 onwards are very, I don't know, they're very rewarding, and they're easy to pick up and play, easy to learn, find a character you like, and you just... There's a flow to the combat in Virtua Fighter that I really, really like. And while Night Warriors is really colourful and really beautiful and really beautifully animated, and the characters are all like super fun and interesting, and, you know, I think the combat part of Darkstalkers is flashy and cool looking, but I think it's a little frustrating in terms of how the move lists, how the moves work, when you should use certain moves. Certain moves are not intuitive, you know. Like that character Bishamon, the cursed samurai. He has a kick, but you kick by pressing back punch, which doesn't make any sense because you've got 3 kick buttons right there. It's not intuitive at all. But, you know, that's... It's just how that is. So I'm going to put Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge as our new number 7. Yet another game that is unable to break past the Virtua Fighter 2 barrier. But what an incredible game. What a gorgeous looking, like, stunning, aesthetically and technically 2D fighting game that is. Wow. And I'll say again, for the love of God, if you have a PAL copy of Night Warriors, do not store the manual in the box. Don't do it. You will damage your disc. Keep the manual outside the box. You'll thank me later. All right. on to our next game. This next game is a game that a lot of people have never heard of before, but it's kind of a cult classic. Where is the cover art for this? Here it is. It's from our friends at Eidos. And it is a little game that goes by the name of Crimewave. Okay. Crimewave is a car combat game. Think isometric Twisted Metal, which is a very interesting combination of words. This is a Sega Saturn exclusive. This did not come to any other platform, only the Saturn. Which is probably why so many people have never heard of it before. This game also apparently supports the arcade racer wheel, so we'll be testing that later. That's super interesting. How would an isometric driving game control with a wheel? So yeah, here's like a brief... I'm going to turn this game down, it seems loud. Here's like a brief demo of the gameplay. And... yeah, so it's this isometric angle, you're driving on these streets. It's like big like open map. And you're trying to basically track down rival drivers on the map in a time limit. That's this game's big thing, the time limit. And I think, like, from like a visual standpoint, this game is like really interesting looking because it's a combination of like 3D environments and 2D sprites that I think really works from like an aesthetic standpoint. It's kind of, I don't know, it looks okay aesthetically, and the frame rate is pretty good. This is just a made-up player I made earlier when I was testing the game to make sure it worked. Okay. So Gas is B, brake is A, which I think is super backwards. Gas is A, brake is... No, shit. Hang on. Gas is A. Oh my god. Okay, brake is... Literally just cycle through it. Okay. Brake is B. Fire backwards, fire forwards. New rear, new front? What? Change zoom level. What do we change zoom level to Z? Horn to C. This method of changing controls is like super backwards. It's not great. Oh shit. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I can't just go press left on the D-pad to select OK from cancel. I have to go up, then left, then down to select OK. That's dumb. And so yeah, this game supports the racing wheel, which is nuts. Sound test. Sound, stereo sound. Why is your sound effect this long? So we've only got 2 levels to choose from at the moment, the business area and the beach. Let's go to the business area. So we're exploring this environment, and we basically, you look at the top map, there's an enemy car highlighted in red that we've got to chase down and destroy. Oh shit. And they will run away from you, which I think is super annoying. They won't face you, they will just run away. Fuck. Target escapes. Got him. No penalty for innocence. Yeah, if you destroy non-combatant cars, you get penalties. Cut this guy off. Okay, the next guy doesn't spawn too far away from you, which is good. Oh my god. I will say that the constantly shifting camera makes it hard to keep track of your trajectory in the environment, so you end up hitting a lot of walls. Fucking god damn it. Next guy is down here. Yeah. Oh my god. Ugh. No, I got caught on the edge, which turned me round. Oh my god. Target escaped. Get out of the way, Jesus. Okay, I think this is the boss. Got him. Okay, sector gate. So now we drive to the sector gate, wherever that is. I just want to kind of like drive around this area a little bit, actually. I don't know, it's kind of neat. Kind of just want to drive around and just look around at this environment just a little bit, because you don't really get a chance to pay attention to the buildings or the environment much, because you're too busy trying to like chase down enemy cars. Ooh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh god. Why did my car just swerve like that? What is happening? Alright. This way. Yeah, I think the biggest flaw in this game is the wildly swinging camera that you have no manual control over. The camera is does entirely its own thing, and you can't stop it, which really fucks with your ability to navigate sometimes. Alright, let's fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's take this shortcut. So, now we've got to go to a new sector. Not this sector gate? Different sector gate. Okay, different sector gate. Okay. Just follow the wall. Ooh, what's this? What are you? Clearly you're like something interesting, but I can't use you right now. Sector fence. We seem to be in this like weird like cyberpunk future where the city has been divided with giant fences. Okay, suburbs. Oh god. Oh shit. Yep, oh my... Back up, turn. Oh my god, just despawn him, please. There. Yeah, sometimes you'll just be chasing a car and you'll get hit by oncoming traffic. Whoop. Thanks, camera. Real helpful. Accidentally destroyed an innocent car there. Whoops. Drive across the football pitch. Oh my god, stop. Target escaped. Go on, spawner. Spawn an opponent. Ugh. There. See, I want to look at where I'm driving, but I'm too busy staring at the fucking map, which means I'm not seeing oncoming traffic. See how they just kind of run away from you? There we go. Yeah, you get a penalty for destroying innocent cars, but let's be honest, the penalty's not that high. Ugh. Waiting for targets. There. Oh my fucking god. Oncoming traffic, I will kill you. Get out of my way. Are you fucking kidding me? Back up, back up, back up, back up. Where? Oh my god, fucking stop running away, you coward. Okay. I'm going to drive back to the previous sector, and well, I just got shot by a turret. Great, good stuff. Move to new sector. I wanted to see if, now that I've earned some money, that little drive-in place I found was doing anything, but apparently not. Yeah, it's the problem of, to know exactly where your next opponent is, you need to look at the map, but by looking at the map, you're not paying attention to the roads. You end up running into a lot of oncoming traffic and fences and obstacles that just slow you down and frustrate you. And the wildly, the wild, automatic camera really doesn't help. There. Oh my god. Also, the game hitches quite a lot as well, I think, because it's trying to load... Maybe it's trying to load, different sectors of map. Because it can't keep the whole map in memory at one time, so it has to load. God. I try to drive around traffic and it just spawns another fucking car on the other side of the road. This game needs a cheat code that turns off traffic. Oh my god. Fuck. Get the fuck out of my way. He drops mines. Cool, this guy drops mines. That's really annoying. Shit. Boy, that's annoying. Target escaped. There, ahead of me. Oh my god, you think you're about to catch up with them, then you hit a fucking car. Yeah, I would much prefer this game if there was no oncoming traffic. If it was just you and your opponents in an empty map. That might be less, I don't know. I don't know, dynamic, but I think the game would be less frustrating because of it. Okay. Just spawn the next car already. Come on. There. They constantly try to run away from you is really annoying. If the cars turned and fight, that would be better. Okay. If they turned to fight instead of constantly trying to avoid you, I think that would be an improvement in the game. Oh my god, you dick. Sometimes you're tempted to just destroy other cars. It's easier to just shoot them than it is to try and drive around them. Ugh. Target escaped, thanks. Cool. Thank you, traffic. I'm just going to start destroying cars now because fuck these things. There. Turn. That's right, drive away, you cunt. Coward. Oh my god. What if I just drive the opposite direction? He turns around and runs away. Awesome. Great. Good stuff. He's there. Is that a fire truck? Okay, got it. And crash target achieved, but I died. Cool. But it's okay, because I got the sector gate to open. Yeah, this game has some really cool things about it, but it's just kind of being held back by parts of its own design. Like, improvement number 1, get rid of or like vastly decrease the amount of other traffic on the road. Improvement number 2, try to make it so, you know, your opponents aren't constantly running away from you. So you have a time limit, and if your opponents are constantly driving away from you, that's just frustrating. Improvement number 3, lock down the camera. Make it so it doesn't move by itself, and so you can, like, I don't know, change the camera angle manually using the shoulder buttons or something. At least I think that would be an improvement. Oh my fucking god. Back up! Return! Are you kidding me? Where is this guy? Why is he in here? Okay. Target destroyed by rival. Well, great. This camera is not great. Okay, heat seekers. Excellent. How do we get in here? Oh my god, dick. Fuck off. There's just other dudes on the map shooting at you now. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Alright. Oh my god. Stop it. I'm gonna chase this guy. Target escapes. Okay. Hit a lamppost or a signpost or whatever. No! Ah! Where is he? Can we drive across this? We can. Got him. Thank God for it. Why are cars driving off the road into me now? What is happening? Oh, he's in here. Oh my god, fuck off, please. I can't see because the camera sucks. Okay. Got something called spread fire. That sounds cool. Oh my god, hitting every single obstacle. That's pretty cool. There. How the hell... Can I get on this? No? Okay, get off me. Okay, back in here now. Oh, it's a fucking tank. Oh, that's nuts. A tank? Are you kidding me? I can chase it around the outside so it can't actually shoot at me. That would be good. Oh god. This is insane. Why is it just... Why is it just running away? This is dumb. Got it. Somehow. Okay, sector gate. Ugh. No. Fucking turrets. Okay. No, go, stop. You know what would have been a good idea? Have the map appear in the pause screen. So when I pause the game, the city map is just the pause screen. So you can pause the game, like map out your course, so you're not constantly trying to focus on two things at once. Because having to try and navigate by staring at the map and avoid obstacles by constantly looking backwards and forwards is like a nightmare. That's what they did. No, that's not what they did actually. The original Grand Theft Auto for the PlayStation is you don't have this problem in the original Grand Theft Auto for the PlayStation because the game doesn't have a mini-map. You're forced to learn the layout of the city. So as a result, you, oh my god, your attention isn't constantly divided between a map and what you're doing, which ended up being a blessing in disguise. I think a lot of people were annoyed at the lack of a map in that game when that game came out, but it ended up, I think, ultimately being a good idea because it resulted in people forcing themselves to learn the layout of a city. Lamppost. That's it. Hit that lamppost too, you. Every single one of them missed. Back. The Seeker, yes. Out of my fucking way. Okay, this hitching is getting a little bit intense now. I'm wondering if the hitching with the game is caused by the game itself. Or if maybe due to the age of the console, it's just unable to read the disc fast enough. I wonder if that's a concern. I'm not sure. The only real way to be sure is if I hook up all four of my PAL consoles and test the game on every single one to see if the hitching is a problem on every single one, but I don't really want to do that. We haven't really had problems with hitching so far in the vast majority of the games we've played, so I'm going to choose to believe that this is a problem with the game itself rather than the disk drive in my console failing to read the disk fast enough. Because otherwise the logistics involved of trying to disprove that is just far beyond what I'm willing to do right now. So and I'm sure if I got an optical drive replacement like a Saru, I mean I have a Saru, but if I used the Saru, I'm sure that would solve the problem. But we are trying to rank these games based on how they play in real hardware, which includes the disk drive. To me, at least, I think the disk drive is important when you're testing games on real hardware. I'm unsure how much more of this game am I willing to subject myself to, because while I think this game is kind of cool in what it's trying to do, and it's like style, I think it can be a little bit annoying to play. Back up. Target rival destroyed by target. Target destroyed by rival. Great. Tell you what, we'll try this one last dude, and if we get him, or if we don't get him, that'll be it. Out of my fucking way. And he's constantly running away because that's fun, apparently. He's got turbo. Why has he got turbo? He has a turbo, so he can just speed away from me whenever he wants to. Okay, that's weird. All right, that's Tell you what, no, we're so close to unlocking the next gate. We may as well try one more car to unlock the next gate. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Piece of shit. They are constantly respawning rivals around you to make sure that they are as annoying as possible. Ugh, and that's some kind of weird sci-fi car. That's neat, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm done with Crimewave. Crimewave, it has a neat aesthetic. I think the game looks aesthetically quite nice. When it's not constantly hitching because it's struggling to load whatever like sound effect or animation or chunk of map that it's trying to load, it's got a pretty decent frame rate. Yeah. Cool aesthetic. Problematic performance, mainly due to the hitching, which I'm sure would be solved by an ODE device of some kind, like a Saru. But the whole point of this is that we are testing real hardware, including the optical drive. And I think it's important that we see the games as they ran on real hardware at the time in order to fairly rank them. Because if by using an ODE device like a Saru or a Satiator, we might inadvertently fix some problem with the game, and therefore the game might not get correctly ranked because of that. So, yeah. Cool aesthetic. Annoying hitching. Annoying camera. Annoying... annoying gameplay, I might say. Yeah, it's... I'm kind of glad car combat games went away. I never really enjoyed a car combat game. I never enjoyed a Twisted Metal or name another car combat game. a Vigilante 8, you know, games of that type. Just not into them. I find them annoying to control, usually, and like the others, I found this somewhat annoying to control. Aesthetically, this game is really cool looking, but aesthetics can only take you so far. Where are we gonna stick? Oh, we did. Oh, we didn't test the arcade wheel, did we? But I have a feeling that would not be fun. I have a feeling that would be a nightmare. Try controlling that game as you saw it with that camera and that gameplay, but instead of a D-pad, you have a fucking wheel. Imagine trying to play that game that way. I can't imagine that's any fun. I can't imagine that's a plus. It can't be. It just can't be. That sounds like a chore. I'm going to say it's worse than the Saturn version of Wipeout. I'm going to say it's worse than Sega Worldwide Soccer 97. I'm going to say it's worse than Panzer Dragoon 1. It's worse than Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. It's worse than UMK3. It's better than that extremely bad port of Destruction Derby. It's not as good as Wing Arms, which means it's here somewhere. I would play RoboPit any day over Crimewave. I think Cyber Speedway is a better game than Crimewave. I think as long as you are playing this game with the racing wheel, Hang On GP96 is better than Crimewave. I think Highway 2000 is a better game than Crimewave. Did we just kind of just land on it perfectly with Destruction Derby? Because I don't think Crimewave is better than Baku Baku Animal. I think Baku Baku Animal is more fun than Crimewave. I think we may have just landed directly on it when we hit Destruction Derby. I think Crimewave is our new number 67. Nope, that's the wrong. Did I not? No, I didn't. Whoops. There we go. Forgot to copy the text before pasting it. Is Crimewave camel case? I don't remember. No, Crimewave is not camel case. That's incorrect. There we go. Didn't think it was. So yeah, Crimewave. It's neat to look at. I like the detail of the environment. I like the idea of like a big open map that you can drive around with lots of AI traffic, like GTA 1 style. But this style of gameplay in that style of open map is a nightmare. If the game was less frantic and less dependent on you tracking things down super quickly, because you're almost always at all times against the clock, always. And I feel like if the game was less frantic and you could afford to take your time a little bit more, and the enemy vehicles you were chasing weren't constantly driving away, or were just like driving a set circuit and you have to intercept them, maybe that, instead of just they automatically know exactly where you are and will try desperately to drive away from you as fast as possible. That's just not fun. It's not a fun interaction. Yeah, the constant looking backwards and forwards between the gameplay and the minimap causes you to constantly run into things. Because you can't navigate without the minimap, but you can't take your eyes off the road because there's always shit in front of you. It's a bit of a nightmare. Cool game. Let down by some unfortunate decisions, I think. There's a better version of Crimewave that I can see in my mind that unfortunately doesn't exist and will probably never exist. Anyway, on to our third and final game of the night. Let me just change the box art. So, this is the second and I believe final wrestling game that was released for the Sega Saturn in Europe. We already played WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. Now we're going to play its sort of sequel, but not really. It's complicated. And that game is WWF In Your House, which I believe may have been very close, released very close to the official start of the Attitude Era, because this is using the classic WWF logo before they went with the the scribbly line version that's so iconic to the late 90s and early 2000s. Okay, bring this back, close the disc tray, finish my drink. So yeah, this game looks and controls almost identically to the WrestleMania game we looked at all the way back in episode 25. This is more of it's not a sequel to that game, it's more of an update. It's the same game, but they changed the roster. Sculpted Software Incorporated. Hopefully the quality of this FMV is so shitty that it doesn't get picked up by by YouTube's content matching system, because the WWE, as they're known now, are very litigious when it comes to people posting footage of their stuff on YouTube. They do not like it at all.
Welcome to In Your House.
Boy, I hope this song isn't going to get flagged. Alright. Okay. Kick, block, super kick, punch, run, super punch. I like that it defaults to easy. I have not tested this game. I have not played it in preparation. I like that. So this is the default difficulty. I think that's very telling. Okay, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. So I don't know. Sound setup. Oh, I like that it's just a single volume bar. It's not like sound effects, voice, music. No, it's just a single volume meter. That's funny. Oh boy, yeah. So this game supports up to 4 players. So I'm pretty sure WrestleMania the arcade game only supported 2. It was a 2-player game only. So this game does... No! Hang on. The back of the box says 1 player. So why... Why are there multiple controller inputs on the character select screen? Like there on the back of the box, under the Acclaim logo, 1 player. So what the hell does that mean? Is it turns? Are we taking turns? Because surely it would be 2-player, right? Drop my controller. There we go. Did whoever's in charge of like writing the information on the back of the box fuck up? Surely not. Because at the very minimum, this game would be 2-player. Hang on, let's look at the manual. This is confusing to me. No, this game apparently does have 4-player a 4-player mode. Yeah, you can play 4 players versus every man for himself, or in a pair or in a tag team match, 2 teams. Well, not a tag team. I think all 4 players are in the ring, but you're teamed up with one of the others. That's super weird. That's super weird that they would fuck that up. That the manual very clearly states that this game can be 4 players, but the back of the box only says 1. That's wild. Somebody screwed up. Somebody didn't do their job very properly. Anyway, before we play this, let's do the thing that I always like to do when I boot up an old wrestling game. Some of you may know what this is. We did it when we looked at WrestleMania the arcade game. We're going to play a little game called Are They Dead? So, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels. Here he is. Shawn Michaels real name Michael Hickenbottom, is still alive. He is 59. Okay, good for you. Good for you, Mr. Hickenbottom. You're still alive. Vader, or Big Van Vader. Real name Leon White. He died. He died in 2018, aged 63. Yeah, if you didn't know before, professional wrestlers, they tend to have slightly shorter lifespans than regular people due to the due to the work that they do. They tend to not live super long lives. They all tend to die in like their 50s and 60s on average. Yeah, he died in 2018. He was 63. Bret the Hitman Hart. Real name Bret Hart. It says he's wrestled by his real name. He is still alive. He is 57. Good for you, Mr. Hart. And I am not the biggest expert on wrestling in the world. I'm really not. I used to watch it when I was like between the ages of like 10 and 14, and then I very much stopped caring. Uh-oh. The game thought I was taking too long and then quit. That's okay. We'll just get back to it. But yeah, I'm not the biggest expert of wrestling in the world. I know a decent amount of wrestling lore from like the 90s and 2000s, but I am not an expert. I don't know everything. But I know enough to be aware of, shall we say, the name Owen Hart. Oh, maybe one of the most famous and high-profile in-ring, like, wrestler deaths ever. The guy died in the ring on live television. Was not his fault. He was asked to perform a stunt that he was not trained for and was not provided the proper equipment for, and because the people in charge of the show did not provide him with the correct training or equipment, the stunt went wrong and he fucking died in the ring on live television. It was insane. So obviously he is dead. He died in 1999. He was only 34. He was younger than me. Jesus Christ. Rest in peace, Mr. Hart. Also wrestled by his real name, Owen. Okay. Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed Johnson, real name Anthony Norris. He is still alive. He is 61. The British Bulldog, real name David Smith, or Davy Boy Smith, apparently. Shit, he died. I didn't know this. This guy died in 2002. I was watching wrestling when this guy died, apparently. And I didn't know it. I knew who this character was. I remember seeing the British Bulldog in matches while that short period when I was interested in wrestling. And I had no idea that he was dead. Holy shit. Yeah, he died in 2002. He was 39. He had a heart attack. God damn. Probably drugs. Probably steroid-related heart attack. Rest in peace, Mr. Smith. The Undertaker. Nobody does not need an introduction. Everyone knows The Undertaker. One of the most famous wrestlers of all time. Real name, Mark Calloway. He is still alive. He is 59. He is, I'm pretty, yeah, he is fully retired. Enjoy your retirement, Mr. Calloway. Gold Dust. Real name, Dustin Runnels. Also wrestled by the name Dustin Rhodes or Dusty Rhodes. I think I'm more familiar with Dusty Rhodes than I am with his Gold Dust persona. But, oh no, he is the son of Dusty Rhodes. He is Dusty Rhodes Jr. Okay. Yeah, he is still alive. He is 55 and he is still alive. The Ultimate Warrior. This piece of shit that for some reason has a ton of people who like him, despite maybe being one of the worst professional wrestlers who ever lived. I have to assume that his fans are ironic, because this guy sucked. Both in the ring and out of it. He was a terrible human being, and he was entirely, his act is like entirely aesthetic based. Dude could not wrestle. He had no stamina. The only reason he was like a big deal at the time that he was on was because he was willing to inject himself with more steroids than anyone else. And also he I don't know, he was like moderately okay at giving promos, you know. Just goes to show, it doesn't matter if you're really bad, if you're a really bad wrestler, as long as you know, you're like muscular enough and you can yell into a microphone loud enough, people will like you, apparently. He is dead. He died in 2014, aged 54. So, yeah, real name, James Hellwig. He, yep, he's dead. He died of, guess what? A heart attack brought on by too many steroids. Who'd have guessed? Rest in peace, Mr. Hellwig, I guess.
Welcome to In Your House.
Alright, one left. And this guy at the bottom here, this kind, I don't know who this guy is. He's kind of a nobody. Hunter Hearst Helmsley? Who is this kid? Hunter Hearst Helmsley? What? Who is this? Who is this snobbish aristocrat looking down his nose at us? Who is this nobody who probably never went anywhere and never did anything else in wrestling after wrestling as like, I don't know, a couple years as Hunter Hearst Helmsley? I am, of course, joking. This is fucking Triple H. One of the most well-known and successful professional wrestlers ever. Dude is like partially in charge of the WWE. He is still alive. He is 55 and he is doing fine. Good for you, Mr. Helmsley. It's not actually his real name. Paul Levesque is his real name. Good for you, Mr. Levesque. You fucking made it. Anyway, let's get on with this. Let's play as Bret Hart. Turn the volume back up. Season, Intercontinental Championship. Okay, there's apparently a timer on that screen.
Tonight, in the squared circle, Bret Hart versus Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog.
I'm going to turn that volume down again. This game is loud. Yeah, that mode selection screen has a time limit that is not surfaced. That sucks.
Welcome everyone to the leader in sports entertainment for over...
Okay. I like that they've seemed to have... So the previous game, WrestleMania, the arcade game, had like one background. It was one ring, one background, and it never changed. The only thing that changed was the character that you were wrestling against. But the actual stage itself did not change. It stayed exactly the same. For this game, they have incorporated wrestler-specific environments or ring backgrounds, which is neat. It adds an extra flair to the visual design of the game, which is, I'm going to say, is an improvement over WrestleMania, the arcade game.
For 50 years! A bad situation is about to get worse! Line drop kick! No! You can't be serious! Belt whip! The Bulldogs in control! Belly to back suplex!
Cool. This game plays just like WrestleMania, the arcade game, which is a terrible thing.
This is gonna be bad! It's gut check time, McMahon. They'll be talking about this match for a long time.
Okay. Yeah, this game plays exactly like WrestleMania, the arcade game, which is a terrible game.
Feel this impact! A bad situation is about to get worse! Clothesline! Line drop kick!
Nobody can match up to the power and the strength of the British Bulldog.
Okay, buddy. Cool. This is going to be a fun time. Alright, let's try a different character. Let's try, I don't know. Let's try the Warrior. Let's try the Warrior.
What a matchup this is!
Oh, it's going to be the same guy every time, isn't it? It's going to be the same guy every time. What are the move lists? Okay. Up, down, punch for a lightning bolt. That's interesting.
Welcome to In Your House, we are live!
Oh, it's a projectile. That's sick.
Control!
Pretty sure the Ultimate Warrior didn't have lightning bolts in real life.
Oh, brother! Clothesline! Hit him! The Ultimate Warrior gets the win!
Okay. I just kind of mashed buttons and it worked out for me that time.
What a matchup this is! Clothesline! To the midsection! Line drop kick! He's in the house!
No.
Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog!
Okay.
The belief in the Ultimate Warrior!
What a matchup this is! The Ultimate Warrior versus Red Hart!
Okay.
Welcome to In Your House, we are live!
Hang on. What moves has he got? See, tassel whip, down up, super punch, backbreaker, down down, super kick, close. Let's try a backbreaker, down down, super kick.
A hit! Side backbreaker!
Like that. Like that. A body slam, forward, forward, super kick, during the head hold. Okay. punch, kick. That's weird. Tassel whip, up, down, super punch.
Find a mount a comeback. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. Hit him!
To the power of the ultimate warrior!
What a weirdo.
What a matchup this is! A miss! The ring moved about 5 feet. No! Big mistake. Side backbreaker. Not good. Rejected. It looks like it's all over.
Sure does. Who's next?
What a matchup this is! The Ultimate Warrior versus Shawn Michaels!
So, I feel like this game is a little bit more forgiving than WrestleMania the arcade game. Because this was not handled by Midway. This was handled in-house by Acclaim, I think. I mean, by Acclaim, I mean by Sculptured Software. Whereas the first game was a direct port of a Midway arcade game. Midway were too busy making Mortal Kombat games to bother with this, so Acclaim gave it to Sculptured. And so I think that Sculptured must have...
This could spell victory!
Sculptured must have realised that that original game is bullshit and decided to make it somewhat more forgiving.
Hello!
Because I feel like I'm having an easier time with this than I did with the original.
The most reckless force in the WWF! The Ultimate Warrior! Did you hear that? This guy's strange. Big
Yeah,
win, McMahon.
This is a lot less frustrating than WrestleMania the arcade game. I will give it that. It's a lot less frustrating. I'm not going to say it's more like fun to play. Well, it's a little bit more fun to play because you're not constantly getting your head beaten in by the AI. But it still kind of plays like shit. God, look at that old logo, that old Triple H logo. Jesus Christ. By the time I started watching wrestling, Triple H was already rebranded as Triple H, so I never saw this early version of Hunter.
A miss! Oh! To the body! Vertical suplex! The Ultimate Warrior! Oh, brother! What the? Look out! Hit him! It looks like it's all over!
Like, look at that background. Like, because Triple H's original persona, like, was like as a really like snobbish like aristocrat. Like that was his whole character. Like Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's like the heir to like a family fortune. You know, he's like his whole thing was that, oh, he thinks he's better than everyone else, and he's come to the wrestling ring to prove that he's better than you because he's like, you know, of like bluer blood than the commoners, and that was his whole character, which is insane to me because that's so different to how I knew him as a character when I was watching wrestling. You know, like when I started watching wrestling, he was already the game. You know what I mean? He was already the dude who came out super fucking swole and spat water at the crowd. That dude, you know. This is completely different to how I knew him at the time, which is so funny to me.
Out here in your house. It's pandemonium in the ring.
Trying to hit them with this lightning. They keep blocking it, so we don't get to see any effect.
Perfectly done.
The command of the almighty power of the Ultimate Warrior!
What a matchup this is! The Ultimate Warrior versus the Bizarre Gold Dust. Welcome to In Your House, we are live! Not a good idea. You've got to be kidding. He's in the house! Look at this! Gold Dust!
Get up. Well, yeah. This is the point where the game just starts kicking my ass. It's like, okay, you've had your 4 or 5 easy matches, now we're going to kick the shit out of you.
You can feel the electricity in the air! What a monster! Flying clothesline! Oh, no! Gold Dust in control!
God damn it.
That's cheap! Big win, McMahon!
Alright, let's try a different character. Let's try Hunter. Let's try Hunter. Let's see, what's his move list? Arm breaker, a bulldog, the cane swing, the cane trip, the vertical suplex, the pedigree. So he's got the pedigree, okay.
Hunter, Hurt, Helmsley! What a matchup this is! Hunter Hurst Helmsley versus the Bizarre Gold Dust.
Okay, so it's like forward, forward, down, down, back, back, plus an attack, which is cool. Okay. Or there's one up, down, which is fine. Luckily, the inputs for this game are quite simple.
Welcome to In Your House, we are live!
Jesus Christ.
Flying clothesline! Arm breaker! For the ride! Oh, brother! Flying clothesline!
Hang on. Forward, forward kick, down, down kick, back, back kick. Okay, a lot of kick-based stuff.
Almost! He's got to step it up. That was good. Hit him!
I'm used to a different class of people.
It's so weird to hear him talk like that.
What a matchup this is! That's cool. You'll feel that in the morning. Here we go! Good night! You can't be serious.
Oh, God damn it. I wonder why he wasn't getting up.
Man. That's cheap. The ground just shook.
Get off.
High risk maneuver.
Oh my god.
Flying clothesline.
Okay.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley gets the win. What a matchup this is! Hunter Hearst Helmsley
Oh, two at a time.
versus Ahmed Johnson and the man they call Vader.
Interesting. Two at a time. All right.
Vertical suplex. What a move by Ahmed Johnson. Get up, Ahmed Johnson. Get up, Hunter. Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
God damn it.
It's over. Here we go.
Ugh.
Belly to belly suplex.
Shit.
Clothesline.
Just absolutely bodied. just torn apart. Oh, wow, that's rude. We'll try one more time. Let's try Shawn Michaels.
What a matchup this is.
Forward, forward punch, forward, forward kick,
Versus
forward, forward super kick,
Ahmed
quarter
Johnson
circle super punch.
and the man they call Vader.
Okay. I still don't think this is going to go well. I think I'm going to get bodied again.
What was he
Can
thinking?
you just shoot a fireball? That's weird. Oh my god.
This is gonna be bad. What a move by Shawn Michaels. That's legal. Look out!
God damn it.
Why you get a look at his opponent?
Jesus Christ.
Congratulations!
You get them like on either side of you and it's just over.
Match up this is. What a blow! Oh no! Oh my! All right!
Oh my god, why is it not working now?
That's legal. Shawn Michaels! Belly to belly
So one down. Now I'm going to lose horribly.
That's cheap. Nice execution. Nicely done. That's how it's done.
Nope, I'm over.
I fear no man.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we may have seen enough of this game. I think I know enough. I don't think spending any more time on this game is going to change my mind. I don't know, it's a lot more like visually interesting because of the addition of themed wrestling rings. It seems more forgiving difficulty-wise than WrestleMania the arcade game, which was just fucked.
Welcome to In Your House.
I think that must have been a big part of this game's development. It's like, hey, that previous game was really fucking hard. What if we made this one less hard? Is it not? Season. What is there any difference to the presentation if we pick a different intro?
In the squared
No.
circle, the King of Hearts, Owen Hart,
Okay.
versus the bizarre Gold Dust.
Let's have a quick go at Owen, and then we'll end this. Back, forward, super punch, forward, forward, super kick. Quarter circle, kick. Forward, forward, super kick. Okay.
Welcome to In Your House. We are live. They're beating the fire out of each other. Feel this impact.
What the fuck? Does he just have a gun?
What a move by Gold Dust. Oh, brother. All right.
He's got a grapple. What was it? Back, forward, super punch.
No! Crybaby. Northern Light suplex.
He doesn't even pin. He just raises his arms.
What a matchup this is! That's cool.
It's not so that one of his moves is he just pulls out a gun that shoots playing cards.
Oh, gotta be kidding me. What power! Goldust in control! Feel this impact! Rejected! The ring moved about 2 feet on that one! Flying back bump! What the? What a move by Goldust! They'll be talking about this match for a long time. Hello! That's how it's done! The ground just shook! Owen Hart!
Yeah, he does. He just walks up to the guy and just raises his arms. Interesting pinning technique you have there, Mr. Hart. Yeah, it's very silly.
What a matchup this is! The King of Hearts! Oh,
No, I think that's all we need to see. I think that's all I need to see. Playing more In Your House is not going to make me change my opinion on it anymore, I don't think. Oh boy. So here's WrestleMania the arcade game, all the way down at 119th place on the list, very close to the bottom. It is a terrible video game. I do not like it at all. I think In Your House is a slightly better game, more visual variety. The difficulty seems way more forgiving, or than WrestleMania was. Probably because this game wasn't being worked on directly by Midway, so that's probably why the game is more forgiving. Because Midway have a tendency to make their games obnoxiously hard, because they're an arcade game developer, you know? They make arcade games. That's their business, primarily. Or was their business, primarily, so... The games they tended to make tended to be bullshit in the difficulty department. But this game is not... I'm not going to say this game is easy, because it certainly can kick your ass later on, but it's you know... It lets you win a few matches before it starts beating you to a pulp. I like some of the moves. The moves are very silly. I do like this. Like, there's something about the style of these games which is very over the top. Like, they're not going for like a realistic representation of wrestling. They're going for a very over the top, hyper exaggerated version of it, you know. Like, guys are literally like throwing lightning bolts and fireballs and summoning guns that shoot explosive playing cards. It's really stupid, in a way that I kind of enjoy. I'm still not a fan of how it plays, though. It's better than WrestleMania. I'm going to say it's a better game than Primal Rage. It's higher than the first game, but not super higher. I'm going to say... I still think Tunnel B1 is a better game. So it's going here. I think Virtual Hideline is a more interesting game. I'd rather play Virtual Hideline than WWF In Your House. I would rather play Robotica. I think it's a better game than Pro Pinball The Web, or at least the Sega Saturn version of Pro Pinball The Web. I think this game is more enjoyable than Alone in the Dark, Jack is Back, and more enjoyable than 3D Lemmings. I'm going to say it's better than World Cup Golf Professional Edition. It is better than Skeleton Warriors. Wow. I think I would rather play Digital Pinball. I think it's better than Clockwork Knight. It's better than Casper. It's better than Bug, and it's better than Bubble Bobble, so I think that makes it our new 108. A significant improvement over the first game, but still I would not call this, I still would not call this a great game. This is better in some very important ways than WrestleMania the arcade game, but it's still very much, the design of this game is still very much that game. It's just, you know, it's you can make the game less obnoxious, you can make the game have more visual variety, you can give the game more like interesting special moves, but ultimately the fighting system is still the same fighting system as WrestleMania, and I think that is primarily the main problem with this game. So better, but still not a great game. I'm hitting save. And that is it for this video. We are now at 128 games ranked officially, and next week we have 3 extremely mediocre games. I hate to say, next week's video might be the most underwhelming video we have ever done, because these games are not good, but they're not bad enough to be interesting. Well, maybe one of them is, but the other two are just bland and boring. It's 3 arcade games. That's really the only way I can describe them. One of them is a beat 'em up. The other 2 are just kind of generic action games. I can't think of any other way to describe them, and they're all extremely mediocre. One of them's got a little bit of style that might be interesting, but the other 2 are bland. So yeah, try to look forward to that if you can. Thank you for joining me. As always, my name is The Real Blue Dragon, and I hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.